Hi guys, here we are. Let's see. I'm just waiting for you to come. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about today? Today we're gonna talk again about portfolio because I think there are a lot of things that we should say. Okay, and we will also try to talk a little bit more about its content, which is very important. And we often do not talk too much about content, but we talk a lot about the portfolio in general. So we have already 6 people. Hello, hi. People are starting to come. That's great. So portfolio today. We'll talk about portfolio. We keep on going on portfolio to give you as much, as many info possible so that you can make one correctly. Hello. I just turn a little bit. Like this, it's probably better. Hey, don't worry, there are no stupid questions. It's okay. So I'm checking on my PC for what you write, right? So it's easier for me to read, and of course, make questions. I'll try to answer, of course, to your questions the best I can. Okay. So how was your week? It's a week that we didn't see. So how? Ciao Mauro Diaz from Texas, if I remember right. Right, Mauro? Yes, I'm doing fine, thanks. Hi, Siddharth. I can change my school, sir. Now I am going to admission design school. That's good. That's good. If you can make that change, it's very important. Andrea, ciao. Buonasera, Andrea Cibra from Italy, I guess. Yes. Hi, Aditya. Yeah, from Dallas. Yeah, Mauro Diaz from Dallas. I don't know why when it comes to September, I always feel homesick about my back life in California. This time it's always like that every year since I came back to Europe. I always feel like in September I would love to be in California. I don't know why it's like that. Hello. So let's start and let's talk about our subject of today, which is again portfolio, right? And it's a third video that I dedicate to this topic, which is a very hot topic. Andrea, what you writing? Long time I don't follow the live. All right, thanks. Grazie per essere tornato. Thanks for coming back. So, what is important when we make a portfolio? As we said, we have to make beautiful pictures, we have to make nice drawings, we must have excellent sketches, ideation, and most of all, we must have nice projects and a good variety of projects so that when we have a portfolio to make, we can get that, that sort of emotional curve very, very high and not let that curve come down. And we explain also how important is that emotional aspect in watching. Nice to meet you too, William. William Wong. All right, William, where are you from? Where you looking from? Where are you watching from? I'm curious. So once we do all that, okay, and we try to organize our portfolio to make sure that when we look China, all right, I'm very happy because I don't have a lot of people from China. Actually, William, I can count on my hand the people that follow me from China. So you should do a favor to me, to all of us, on your social network, Chinese networks, which I try to see on website, but they do not have an English version. And so it's impossible for me to go and write myself to post my videos. William, please share the videos, okay? Talk to people that like art design, students probably like you, and tell them to follow this channel, okay? That is entirely dedicated to design students and young passionate. Hi Charlie, from Toronto. Ciao, buongiorno. All right, so hi Fetty, ciao, ciao. Thanks William. So you got the message, that's great. All right, so let's go back to our topic, portfolio. So we said we organize a portfolio, we have our projects, and every project, everything correct, okay? So we decide how to put all those projects together, the whole sequence, to make sure that we keep a very nice mood, okay? Very nice emotional level through every type of projects. I keep on reading what you're writing. I have suggested a few people to check your YouTube channel. I have a suggestion. Okay. A3 size paper, most preferred paper size for portfolio. In India, we are being made to work more on A3 size papers. Okay, A3 size paper is good. Why? Because this is A4. Okay, it's a little bit small, but A3, okay, it's bigger and gives you an opportunity to illustrate, to have the space to make lots of sketches and to make nice big sketches. So they will be more impressive, right? And this is about the size. But then we know that when we make portfolios today, it's not like back at my time where we had to invent what type of size, long, big, small, how do I open, this way or that way, or this way? Do I put all together, or I make sure that everybody in that meeting can take a page and check it by itself or herself? That was the time when we did not have Photoshop, the printing, the digital. Today we have so much digital technology that of course you can scan your freehand sketches. Some of them you can of course rework with Photoshop or other similar softwares, and at the end you can make a nice PDF format and you can arrange everything with a very nice, how can I say, juicy graphics, so that when we watch those portfolios we admire not only the creative skills but also the graphic design, the editorial design, which shows us a part of your character, how you are made, okay? So that's something that today you have that we did not have at that time. So you can decide to make this, or you can decide to use a link on a website or your personal blog and organize it in a way like many people do on Behance, okay, or similar websites, where you can display your portfolio in a certain given order with your CV next, okay, and which is a very good thing. So today, in a way, it's a lot easier, and you have a lot more opportunity to play with graphics, to play with space, to play with all your ideas in making sure that your way of communicating comes out through that portfolio. Okay, once we said that, let me see what you're writing. I have suggested figure. Okay, sir, the portfolio is really important for getting at this admission design school. This is a message of Mr. Subadip. Yes, of course. You have two type of portfolios. Two. The first one, it's the what we call entry admission portfolio. Okay, and this is a portfolio that is made of your sketches, whatever you have done at home, before you get to design school. You put together, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 pages, and you can make a very nice small book or a PDF format as you want, and you send that to the design school for admission. and they will check. They will check that quality, and they will tell you if they find on that entry portfolio interesting skills, but most of all, if you do have a talent to be developed with the right tools that the school can give you to make the full course for a bachelor and become a car designer. As I said many times, not everybody can become a car designer because we need a certain type of talent, right? If you have that talent, which is something that, how can I say, it's innate, it's in us, since we are born. Right? It's not something that you can buy somewhere, that you can learn like technical stuff, okay? And please do not confuse talent with illustration techniques, okay? Because illustration techniques are different. A technique is something technical that I can learn. But talent has a lot to do with creativity, which I cannot learn. Creativity is something that we have. And who has more creativity or better creativity will make the job, and who doesn't will just illustrate well, but cannot offer creativity. And design is number one about creativity, number two about skills. All right? Okay, so check our design academy. All right. So you know any website who can give online design diploma course? Yeah, Car Design Academy, there is one, and there are a few others, okay? There is another one, yeah, this one is, if I don't make a mistake, Mao, this is the Japanese one, which is very serious. There is another one in South America, okay, that I do not really know well, but I know it exists. It's a cinematic website, something like this, okay? So, check it out. There is also on Facebook, the page. And yeah, that probably could be a way. But one thing I want to tell you, be very careful about the online courses, because what it counts sometimes, it's really the real relationship that you have with a real teacher, okay? I try to make my effort like this, talking to you and stuff, but it's not enough. Of course it's not enough. So what you need when you are in school, especially in a good school, then you have the teacher. The teacher comes and tells you, be careful here, takes your pen, makes a demo, very quick. You put your work in front of every other student on the wall, you get a feedback. And this will help you to grow and to get better, even if your teacher is not always there. Now, when it's online courses, it's a little bit different. Of course, it's a little bit different. Hi, Lena. Hi. Welcome back. So, you have to consider this, okay? All right, that's important thing. Now, today, it's very important that we talk about content. Because I've talked a lot about the form, all right? How beautiful it's going to be your book. How beautifully you put your book together. How great it's your editorial design, which ties the whole portfolio together. But what about content? Because sometimes I receive portfolios, and not only me, also my colleagues, okay? And they tell me, you know what, I received a portfolio, and there are people that they're doing stuff that we don't do since a long time. So I asked my colleague, I said, well, what did you see in this portfolio? And he says, restylings. And I had to say he's right. I believe him, because I also got some portfolios from India and some from Italy also, and a few others from France, in which there are restylings. Once you search, should our content have an eco-concern topic? Of course, yes. And I'm coming to that. So, how do you think I can react when I open up a portfolio and I start seeing restylings, illustrations? Honestly, do you think that ciao Aditya, do you think that I am excited about it? That I'm very, very happy to see and check all those restylings? Of course not. Restylings, it's something that belongs to the past. And the key question is, how important can be for a student to take a space of your portfolio to put restylings projects, knowing that at work we do not do restylings, knowing that the restyling that you are putting in your portfolio, it's not more creative than what we do if we make a restyling. So what are we really looking when we try to see a portfolio, when we check a portfolio? What are we searching for? But we are searching for great ideas, so the content. And to find great ideas, you cannot find great ideas in restyling, like a new bumper or new lights on an old body. Who cares? What's this difference? What? Restyling or making of our own concept? Okay, I'm coming to that, Lina. I'm coming to that. So my suggestion is that if you want to make a knockout portfolio, you must have a variety of projects that show your creativity. And when you show your creativity, sorry, I'm living in the middle. It's okay, don't worry, don't worry, you can watch the video after tomorrow morning for you, no problem. So the most important thing is that when you make your projects, okay, you select your projects that will be part of your portfolio, you must think about the content and the message that every creative project is giving. Because, for example, what is trendy today? Come on, anybody can tell me what is really interesting in car design today compared to 20 years ago, for example, when I was in school 30 years ago. Let me see what Siddharth is writing. Sir, tell us about inspiration. Many people are talking about Mahindra Maharaj recently designed by Pininfarina. Okay. Well, Siddharth is writing a long thing about something else, but here I'm having some good answers. And they are SUVs, okay, electric cars, okay, aerodynamics, so it's technology, crossover, electric cars. Okay, this is just a part. We have also ecologic questions, okay? They have to do with the planet. And those are very important. So, we cannot continue to work in this business of automotive design or automotive business if we are not concerned with this of using technologies or new technologies that will allow us to make a better product, a cleaner product, and maybe save lives, and not just the planet. For example, there are a lot of extra new technologies that are nice, very useful helps for the driving. We have the autonomous driving technology that is now all over, and everybody, of course, is working on it, okay? And that's very nice. And it also brings something new. Because if you think about it, autonomous driving is not just the idea of saying, oh, nice, I get in the car and if I want I relax and the car just drives by itself. It's not just that. Imagine that you are a person with a handicap, like you are blind. And today, with the legislation of today, you cannot drive a car. You cannot have your own car. But tomorrow, with autonomous driving, Even if you're blind, you can have your car. Now, this is just a small example. So this means that the way you have to use your head, your creativity, in imagining a future scenario, which is very important for us, because we are thinking for something that we want to build, okay, in series, for future scenarios, not tomorrow morning, because you already did what's going to be out tomorrow, okay? That's normal. So, that's what we're looking for. There is out there a portfolio with few projects that are really, really interesting in opening the eyes about a new way of reinventing the car. And then you can make a section dedicated to electrical cars, whether they are small, one person, two people, three people, maxi four people, okay. And if you decide that, for example, an electrical car is only for one person, something that you can of course do, is that something that is alone or is in a bigger context? I think about that. Because if it is in a big context, of course, I would say it must be in a bigger context. Then Twizy was, Leo, the Twizy, which I know very well, it was a first attempt to do something that would break the ice, okay? We knew that at the beginning a lot of people wouldn't trust. But now the Twizy is very demanding. A lot of people are buying Twizy today, especially in Korea. In France I see many more. In Italy I see many more when I go to Italy, my country. So, it's a beginning, okay? Now, if we take that beginning and we forget Twizy, and we think about what can be next, we cannot reason only about the Twizy itself in today's environment. We must think about mobility. So if I use the word mobility, which is another of our keywords, mobility, the next word is new mobility. Do you agree or not? The flying cars. Fate is writing about flying cars. Yeah, because maybe the law will change. And I am sure that the more the industry will force and push for those new ways of transportation, of course the code and the law about streets and how can I say, all the rules of driving in a country will follow. They have to make an evolution. So if you imagine that all this is this big evolution coming out in about 20 years, then why not make projects for parts of tomorrow's society? And then the next question is, thinking always about content of a portfolio or content or message of a project, the society of tomorrow, what type of new needs will have? You know, when we did not have a telephone like iPhones, Samsungs, and mobile phones, we had a certain type of life. But today, the telephone, the mobile telephone, completely provoked a revolution in our way of living from the morning until the time we go to sleep, because the communication has changed. And the telephone became a part of our journey driving, because we have the applications. And then we took those applications from a telephone and we tried to put those applications inside the car, integrating the connection between the car, computer and the internet. And today we are going having sort of a tablet that are integrated into cars. But this is today. Now imagine tomorrow. What's going to happen? For example, I seen on YouTube some nice videos about future technology to show images and video and film. And they are like paper. They are very, very thin. It's like, wait a second, you know, it's like a piece of paper that you can roll, okay, that you can roll, and you can read like the old Egyptians used to read their papier, no? Now, how can I use technologies that does this with images and videos so thin inside a car? Anybody thought about that? And if I use it in a car, how the whole environment is going to be? What does it mean? Is this, for example, an extra element, or it is a part of a side glass? It's our windshield doing something, waving at us, or it's just a windshield? So this means that if we are able to interpret, thanks to new technologies, all those functions in a different way, for a different use, for a better use, for a more immediate use inside an environment closed like a car, then probably we can reinvent the car, the interior. Let's take this example. Ciao William, bye bye. You're leaving, I understand. What I want to say is, imagine that you get into your bedroom, okay? I imagine your bedroom is not so big, and you have your bed, probably you have your desk, you have a TV or a computer, there is a window, and stuff like that. Now imagine that tomorrow we can sleep standing up, very comfortably. Automatically your bed is going to disappear from your room, right? So you don't have anymore your bed. And imagine that you have something on your body, on your glasses, like the Google glasses, okay, that allows you to do everything you with your telephone without the telephone. But your eyes see, and you can interact. So you don't have anymore your desk, you don't have anymore your computer. So automatically, you will rethink how you will live in your bedroom. That thanks to new technology and new architecture, new posture, it does not need what you had until that day. The car is it's gonna evolve, I guess, the same way. And there I come to the content. So you have an electrical vehicle? No, maybe you have a family of vehicles. And that's one project. You want to show the use of this family of vehicles? Then you must show the story behind it. What is the storytelling? Why do you make 3 different vehicles, 3 different sizes with electrical EV technology? I don't know. You have to explain. And how are the building, the houses, the stuff around? How is the infrastructure, like the streets, the roads? How it's going to be? And what about public transportation? What type of modification or evolution we can imagine? There are some beautiful towns, very modern, like Singapore and others, China and Japan, where we already see some stuff between public transportation interaction with the downtown, the city, that remember a little bit of Sydney, the scenarios of the 60s or the 50s, where we had trains that would come up and down and everything, and all the people would be like that, like some science fiction movies. But we are not very far from that today. So, you are the designers, and you want to design a new type of vehicle, and that type of vehicle must have a vision. So what is your vision? That's important. And now let's imagine that you did your electrical vehicle project. That the next one will be autonomous driving probably. But how it's going to be this autonomous driving? Wait a moment, there's someone reading a lot of stuff, which is Drew. Anyhow, sir, more updated we get, more later we get. Why not something that will help humans to get back? Yeah, I understand. I understand your objection, but you cannot stop technology. You cannot stop progress. And I know that a lot of people think, I was better back then. It was a lot easier. I used to drive and it was powerful. Yeah, but don't make the mistake. We are not thinking future scenarios for you and for me. For me, no, maybe I will be dead by that time. But what about the kids of my kids? Do they feel the car the way we do? I don't think so. You know, I have a lot of people young, 16 years old here in France, next to Paris. They don't care about the car. But they are ready to make a sharing, you know, to share. They're ready to take a public transportation. They wish they had a more modern public transportation, more technological. So what answer do to those people that when they will become 30, 40 years old, that they will have a family, they will need to have a car? We cannot give to them the same cars of today. It doesn't work. So automatically you understand that there is a need to use your creativity to see if you have a vision. And then if you do have a vision, sketch it. Sketch it. Start working on it. Sketch the town. Sketch the detail. Make reference to your technology. In that type of work, we will see the content of your projects. And all together, those projects will show, of course, the content of your portfolio. And then, of course, what's going to happen? We're going to receive portfolios, and then we will compare. There is a portfolio which is more classical. Okay, nice. Very, very good, but classical. And then there is another one that is showing this vision. If I am a company that I'm thinking about how to restart the future of the company to make sure that the car company sells well, a new business model and stuff like that, which one I'm going to choose? Someone that will help me to do something more innovative, rather than someone that will give me the ideas for a more refined surface, but with a design approach that probably risks to be off topic according to my company philosophy. You understand the reason? I go and read the last few message. Show reality. Yeah, but Lina, the reality. Thanks, Mauro. Grazie. Thank you. Muchas gracias, Mauro. Lina, the reality. This is a reality because the reality of designer is not today. It's tomorrow. I'm getting back. Hi. So while sketching a future car, do we need to elaborate the concept by giving it a background like a city or etc.? Yes, Aditya, that's what I was talking about. I think it's important that you guys put your car, your projects, your vehicles into a context, into a scenario. Because if you don't do that, it's just an apple between other apples. But if you put it in the context, then it will be a lot easier for us on the other side to understand how creative you are, what world you imagine. Because as I said before, we are interested also not just creativity, but in your vision. like your futurist idea to certain surface, be confused with that. William, a good example could be the latest Volvo concept, the new autonomous driving experience. It just came out, the photos are everywhere. I am sure you saw. It's a car that is like this, very straight, and then has a very nice SUV lower body. But that car is not bad. But that has been done today. If you see that model today, it was started 3 years ago. So you understand the timing. That's important. So when I see today for tomorrow, for something futuristic, and you start doing your portfolio to get a job, you cannot do the same operation of Volvo. You gotta do a lot more. The McArtist, we know nothing. Till now, we just exploring 50% of the surface. Yeah, okay, you're right. That's true. William, 360, right? Details, this is Lina that is asking about details. I would say that detailing, it's something that comes in a second step. When you do ideation, what is very important is the main concept, okay? It's the main concept. Then, of course, once you choose your concept, then you go deep in details. Details for the exterior and interior, whether they are dictated by the technology that you are assuming to use, okay? Proposing. And then, of course, you have to follow that. That's true. Let's see. Very boxy but good looking. Sorry, this diploma course is good. Diploma, of course, it's good. What are you talking about? Divianush. I don't know if I pronounced well your name. I'm sorry. What do you mean about diploma? Good. You said what is, sir? His diploma course is good. You're welcome, Lina. Chaudhary, Mr. Chaudhary, please answer me back. Diploma course in what? What do you mean? Bachelor in car design. Okay. As I said many times, you want to be a car designer? Answer, everybody. Yes, we want. Then search for a bachelor in transportation design as fast as you can. Okay. So, diploma intended as bachelor in transportation design. Okay, I hope I gave you the right answer. Okay, any other questions? Anybody has a particular question for me today? Then there is another thing very important for portfolio in terms of content, that we do not have, we don't want to have just cars and nothing else. It's very important to understand also if there are other things that you know that you do for passion, like products, boats, paintings, sculptures, anything that has to do with the artistic, you know. Let me read. Mauro. You welcome, William. As far as communicating ideas on admissions portfolio is rendering crucial, I have a basic understanding of reflection but need practice. Okay, Mauro, two things. If you see my tutorials about reflections, you can buy my ebook about reflections. It's around $4. It's nothing for you. Okay, I will put I will put the link, okay, so that you can check it out. You can check my other ebooks also. I wish. Anyway, you have also my videos, and you will learn the basics of reflections. Okay. I just bought all of them 2 days ago. All right, Mauro. Thank you. Thanks. That's Christmas. Okay, so you will see. But anyway, no, it's not important. When you do admission test, it's not important how good you are in being a perfect Leonardo da Vinci. No. What we want to understand in school, I say what we, because for 11 years I gave design courses, and I was also managing the admissions at Institute of Design, so I know what I'm talking about. What is very important for us at that time is to understand your level of talent, and of course also your level of skills. And the two things are combined together, because we want to understand if you have the right talent to invest money into a design school, because it's not for free, and if your level of skills gives enough confidence, trust, to know that with the school tools, and I mean teachers, colleagues, and everything that the school has to offer to exercise yourself, you can explode your skills, improving your skills a lot. Okay? So the reflections, it's something that comes at the second year or at the end of the first year of car design. Okay? At the beginning, we have this. If you do a portfolio just with this, it's enough. Well done. It's enough. Okay, Mauro, what do you think about my answer? I want to be a digital designer, digital sculptor for transportation design. Well, McArtist, it's very, very simple that. It's less complicated than car design. And you have more job opportunities compared to the job opportunities dedicated to car design, car designers. If you want to become a virtual design modeler, what you have to do, you have to go to a, sometimes it is a design school, many times a design school, in which you will follow digital design courses, which is mainly done with softwares like Alias from Autodesk, Speedform from Autodesk, Keyshot for renderings, okay? You can also learn how to make virtual films, which belong to the, how can I say, to the expertise of a design modeler. And if you know how to sketch, or you do a little bit of sketching, that will help you a lot when you do your modeling, because you will be able to exchange with a designer that will bring his project to give it to you to make the model. You will be able to exchange with him a lot better and easier than someone that does not know how to sketch or does not have any comprehension of CAD design. So if you have that passion and you want to put yourself on that, I wrote a very nice article on hubpages.com which is called The Digital Modeler. You can find it also on my website, lucianobove.com. And if you read what I wrote, you will find a lot of the answers to your question. Okay, let me read other things. Sir, can you make a video for entry-level portfolio design school? It's helping us. Well, I think, to be honest, as I said before, you're welcome. You're welcome. As I said before, the entry portfolio is easy. It's not complicated. You don't have to be too worried about it. Wait a second. I'm gonna show you something that I have just here. This is some old sketches of mine, okay? Very old. I will show you some stuff, okay? So that you can, you see, this is from my old portfolio art center. This was a motorhome, of course, on vellum paper. It's old, eh? This stuff, it's old. Look how small are the wheels. Today, to make wheels like this, it's a sin. Okay, so I'm searching for quick sketches, okay? Just quick sketches. Wait, don't move. For example, you see, if you do a sketch like that, that's not so bad for entry portfolio. You know, it's not so bad. Then I can show you another one. Wait, that I just looked for. You see, quick sketches like this. You see, those are very quick sketches I did long ago. But if you do a little bit of marker, nice perspective, some funky ideas that shows creativity, as an entry portfolio, it's okay. No big deal. Don't be worried. Look, old stuff. Oh yeah, let me see. What do we have here? You know, sketches like this, quick sketches. You know, this is a wheel cover. You know, other quick sketches. You see, this is all very old stuff. Don't worry, something that I can show. But anyway, when you have a quick sketches like that, then it's okay. Because what we want to see, it's your creative level. That's what we want to see. Okay, but I'm sure you have a much better sketch than this, than those ones. Charlie, do you followers know what the typical curriculum would be at one of the design schools? Example, bit off topic. How could one on some schedule? Thank you. After completing transportation design course, if can get a transportation design job, but product design job, should someone go for it? Of course. What a question. Yes, a Mac artist. Yeah, of course. Okay, let me tell you something very important. We have a class, okay, classroom, 20 people. In general, in university, colleges, that's the right number. 20, 25 people. And those people will be together for, in some cases, 3 years. In some other cases, 4 years. After the first 2 years, at least 5 will drop off. The reason is very simple. The school is tough. The stress is high, and their talent is not at the same level of the class. So they just give up and they go. Fine. So we will be, let's say, 18 people in class. Those 18 people will move to the last year, the 3rd year. And that's the most important one, because you have the most important projects. You are preparing your portfolio. Some of you went to an internship, okay, so are coming back with a better, how can I say, experience. Great. Then you get to the diploma and you get your bachelor. And everybody very happy. I can see your Facebook, all the pictures and all the photos of people that just get their diploma in June or in March, according to the school and the country. They're all happy and they're all saying, I am finally a car designer. Yes and not. Because it all depends on your talent, your level, your professionalism, where you stand on the ladder, you know, between the worst one of the class, because you gotta be realistic. There is always someone that is down here and someone that is up here in every class. And in general, percentage, according to my experience, are like this. You have 5 or 4 people that are very good. And they fight, all four, they fight to be the best in the class. Then you have another 5 people, 6 people that are fairly good. They are not the top, they are not the worst, they're in the middle. And they do nice stuff. They don't do bad things. They're just missing some little extra step, but they are there. For example, their skills are excellent, but maybe their creativity is not as good as the first 5 or 4. And between those 6 or 7, 1 or 2 are taking up because they make the extra step to be like the best 4s. So you have 4 up here, 6, 7 here, maybe 1 that tries to move up there because he's battle, okay? He's fighting to improve, to be like the best ones, which is good. It's a very good competition. And then you have 3 or 4 or 5 that are okay, all right? They are good in skills, not excellent, but okay. They know how to sketch. They still make few mistakes, but it's okay. And they have a nice creativity, which is not extraordinary creativity. And then you have the worst ones that are weak. They will all arrive at the end. So what's gonna happen now to those people? In every school, more or less, it's the same story, every year. First of all, how many car design jobs are in the world every year? How many openings? Very, very few. Sometimes there aren't, because all design studios got full. The old ones like me are not still out because they are not still retired. So there is no possibility to refresh the environment. Maybe low budgets, economical problems in the country or in the company, so they cannot put the budget to hire people or more people on a regular basis like they used to do before. And then it's stagnating for a while, like 1, 2, 3 years. This means that the space that are free to be occupied by someone that is hired are always more or less the same, few ones. The best ones, the best students, they all get it to those ones. That's how it works. And few of those ones, okay? So it's a game between those two mini group of students of that class. Then you have this part of the people that will get a job between 6 and 1 year time. They do their portfolio, they will start knocking doors, it doesn't work, they'll rework their portfolios, they go and search for other companies. You know, it takes time. It takes time. So, I would say the first ones get a job between the first 6 months. The second ones get the job between a year and a half. And the ones that are in between, they all go in product design. So, who asked me, I was a make artist, about the product design? Yes, of course. But you can have also people that went to product design department. They're very good in sketching cars. They decide to switch to car designer, and then they will just take the job of car designer students because they are just too good. You know, it's like switching department. This can happen. Lina wrote something. Let's see. Sir, my question was again that is that the face important of any vehicle to look good because there are some people who likes appearance than functions. Linear, no, it's a combination. You know, this one thing is what market, general market. Let me say, you know, to be very banal, but to be easy to be understood. My mother, my sister, your girlfriend, I don't know who else. You know, people, normal people that do not do our job. Then they will probably stare at the look of the car. They get that emotional feeling, and after later on they will discover functions. But when we are at the job and we are making a portfolio, the things is not separated. The two things go together. That's important to know, because I am a professional. I get your portfolio. I want to understand. I want to understand if you think only about aesthetics or you are a designer, because designer means, what does it mean? Designer means that you put aesthetics and functions into one thing. That's design. If you do only aesthetics, that's styling. Who cares about styling? Not into a serious company. Styling can be interesting for very specialist type of company that do a very special type of product for a very special type of market, which is a niche. Okay? But in the case we invest a lot of millions of dollars, it should be design, aesthetics, functions, human factors, ergonomy. Okay, I hope I answered. Linear Shama, one of the definition of design is the junction between creativity, technology, and functionality. Exactly. What McCarthy just wrote it's perfect. I agree 100%. Hey, Liz Fallen, how you doing? I know it's a little bit late. Don't worry. Just in case we are talking about the content of a portfolio. Okay. So how you make projects, what you put inside those projects. All right, that's what we are trying to do today. And just in case you, Rob, just in case you arrived late, you can always rewind afterward and check again from the beginning, if you wish. Okay. Now, what can I tell you? I think that, wait a second. I think that I am, I think, done for today. I believe we spoke a lot about, wait a second, I'm doing something for you, about content, okay, about content. And if you want to buy me a beer, okay, here the link so that you can buy a beer to me. Thanks. You click and you decide whatever you want, and I'll be very happy. Next time we will sketch again, all right? We'll keep on sketching. This time after vacation, I decided we should do some sections like today where we speak, we explain things, and other section where during which we will draw together, render together, sketch together, do stuff together, okay? And I'm reading. What is design first, the outside or the inside? But today, Rob, it's a fusion. Both of them are done at the same time. You cannot do something separated, first one and after another. In our design process today, the two go together. And sometimes the designers really work together. I mean, most of the times. You're welcome. Mauro Diaz, I love to buy you a real beer as well one day. Okay, yes. Thank you very much, Mauro. Una bonita cerveza fresca, por quoi pas? Why not? Okay, so thank you very much, all right? Thanks for being with me. We were together quite a long time, 1 hour, perfectly in this moment. 1 hour, 60 minutes, all right? And I hope that you will share this video because the community has to grow. So share the video, YouTube, wherever you want, please share this video. I want to see the impressions move up. A lot of people to meet me here, like with you every Monday. Okay? Ciao, grazie, ciao, bye bye.